Hello and welcome to this episode of No Blasters with me, Kieran Bartlett, and this absolutely sweet Star Wars t-shirt. I'm sure you've seen it before, I don't care. Today's episode is sponsored by manscaped.com. Are you tired of having a hairy dick? So was I, and now it's balder than my skull. So please go over to manscaped.com, check it out. They have a new platinum package there. It's absolutely sensational. You will get a Lawnmower 4.0. You will get a Weed Whacker 2.0. You will get many creams and products for putting on your wee man and his surrounding area. So please go over, check it out. Manscaped are absolute world leaders in male below the belt grooming. I am a great big fan of the ball deodorant. I'm wearing some right now. It's a wee cream. It comes out. It's a balm. It's a balm, and it comes out. You balm them up after a shower. You rub it around. You smell class all day. Even, do you know those times where you sit down and like a wee puff of air might come up from your gap through the bag, and sometimes it smells a wee bit like old food. See, when you're wearing Manscaped ball deodorant, it smells like your granda's aftershave. It's fucking great, right? It's lovely. It's just great products. The what do you call it? The lawnmower is definitely the best razor shaver type thing, ball trimmer, pube trimmer, pube ninja that I've ever used in my life. It just samurai's through hairs without. It is actually it's like a wee sushi chef because it goes exactly the depth you need it to go without cutting into that wee bag of poison. It's like doing a puffer fish whenever you shave my balls. You need a very specific set of skills to get around my bag without snagging anything. And that's what Manscaped have done. So get on over to manscaped.com. Use the code NOBLASTERS. That is NOBLASTERS. Use that code for 20% off and free shipping. It's a fucking good time. So today's episode, I'm joined by two comedians. I'm joined by Johnny Bow.
Thank you.
No problem. And I'm Pete Giffen. Thanks for coming in, guys.
Thanks
We're just talking about you sort of look like my after photo, but also we're talking about fashion. How we don't know how to say this brand. Elise. I think if it was Elise, there'd be a Y in it. I think it's probably Elise. Would be the way I would say it. But in any case, I used to have a school bag that was made by them, and I had it, I think, from literally about second year until I finished school, which was great times. Somebody, when I was in, there was this thing, it became like prevalent in my school around like, I want to say like lower sixth, where you know that age when you're probably too old to actually still be putting on a uniform or going to school, but you're too young for the real world, so you just do sixth year in a school. It's that, and people used to take school bags, take everything out of it, turn the bag inside out, and then put everything back in, and then lock the bag up.
My mate done that to me this year.
It's very annoying.
It was so throwback. I told you what, I respect it.
People used to do that, and then they would Tipex things on the outside of the bag, knowing that it would be on the inside of your bag forever.
Yeah, it was always a giant dick.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Yeah. Someone, a guy called JP that went to school with me, definitely Tipexed. And this was actually quite near the end of school. This was maybe like 2 weeks before we broke for A-levels. Like, an absolutely massive dick with big pubes. Could have used a Manscaped back then. Big pubes on it. And the three dashes of jizz coming out of it. And then, and wrote on it, "Who am I?" Which I always think was a weird. It was a mystery.
That's artistic. That makes you think. Do you know what I mean?
I think I fucked my biology A level wondering who is he.
Is that who am I? As in like who am I that's done this, or who am I as in do you recognize the dick?
I know. I literally don't know, but that's what it said.
In our school, a lot of the people were the 3-stripe Adidas. It says a lot about our school. A lot of people went for the tri-colour with the high colours on it. Yeah, well, I love how like today Johnny Bow looks like our lawyer.
Yeah,
we look like two brothers who like steal cash machines.
Yeah, absolutely.
No comment. That's all I'll be saying for this whole podcast.
I sell DVDs door to door, like, you know what I
mean. I literally used to make CDs in school.
Did you?
I was one of the first people that had the CD rewriter.
I had a friend like you. He was also very tall. I know.
Were we friends?
I was gonna say, you said as if you aren't friends.
Honest Doogie, a guy I went to school with called Doogie, used to make the CDs for us, £3.
The guy gave me one, and I was like 10, probably 7, and it was all Linkin Park, Evanescence, like a new battle. And I was like, this is it, this is the future.
The ones so I remember I got Californication. Actually, to be fair, I got Californication off another lad that did this on my bus. A guy called Paddy. I got Californication off him, but I played that CD like until it wouldn't play anymore, and then I had to get one off Doogie years later. But also, I still have some of the ones I got off him. I would have got like a wee bit later in school. I would have got like, I know I got Kill Switch Engage off him. I know I got Avenged Sevenfold, Wake in the Fallen off him, and I remember coming home with that album and just being like,
AX7.
It's fucking unbelievable.
I started way too early though, because I don't know if you remember, but whenever you first started downloading music online, you couldn't download a full album. It used to be just song.
It was individual songs.
Yeah, it was individual songs.
Okay. So you had to go. All right. Yeah.
So I was charging people maybe like a couple of quid for a CD, and probably took me longer than it took them to make the actual CD.
Yeah.
So
I
was not charging anywhere near enough.
I definitely would have spent a fair bit of money on those CDs in those days. Do you know what's weird though? I didn't start that. I mean, I wasn't allowed to download music. My dad was very clear on this.
You have to buy the things.
And I was like, well, I'm having someone else download it, and it's cost me £3 a throw. But then, I remember when I discovered, I made somebody teach me how to do this. This was post LimeWire, post Napster. I'm trying to remember the name of the site that I used to use.
Wasn't that?
No, it wasn't
There
that.
was Kazaa as well, and
There was one, and basically you just went on. You would Google the name of this site and like a wee colon or whatever, and whatever album you wanted, and it was all there. I had the most amazing collection on my old laptop, like amazing. But the laptop there was so much music on it that like you couldn't use Word anymore. You couldn't. You just it was just a really old posh Alexa. That's basically all it was. Because you couldn't use any of fucking other apps on it because it would just go as soon as you started. As soon as you started trying to fucking write, and it would you'd be typing something, and you would literally have done about 30 words, and then it would just go all fill in at once, and you go, it's good.
Too much offspring on this.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah. So what were we on about there a minute ago as well? That I was like, save this.
School bags.
No, Airports.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
Airports. So you're going away. They're fucking you on a PCR test.
Yeah.
£90 if you want it in an hour.
Yeah. Or 55 if you want it a day. So
this is crucial information.
Slower, like.
I don't know why they don't tell you these things. Did they tell you this before you got to the airport?
Well, it was, even though we're vaccinated, it's to do with the length of time since your last vaccine. Something to do with like if it's like longer than 270 days, you have to get a PCR going into Spain. I know for a fact we're probably going to get all this, pay all this, and then some wee guy Jose is just going to be like, "I going ahead."
Yeah,
Nobody's probably ain't going to check anything, but yeah.
I definitely haven't been vaccinated in ages. It's definitely longer than 9 months ago, I think.
Yeah.
I can't even remember how many I've had.
I know, it's hard to keep up.
Would it be 3 these days? 3 probably.
Yeah.
And then is this the 4th one people are getting now?
I haven't even got a ladder on it.
I haven't had this new one. Like
it took me about half a dozen tests to be able to do it properly as well. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like anytime I tested, like maybe the first 6 times, just did not go back far enough. Like I have just a really weak gag reflex.
I absolutely scraped the bag of myself doing it. Like,
Yeah.
I hated doing them. See when you have it and you're getting towards the end of it and you're doing that thing where you're testing like every day to see is it fade, and it's like. It's slowly slowly fading out like a sweet Sting track. You're just like, it fucking. I miss that. Do you ever miss like a song? It just keeps going, and it just fades.
7 or 8 minutes.
It just fades out. I love that.
I like a sharp band.
I'll take a sharp end from somebody like a. Do you know who always had sharp endings? Bullet for My Valentine.
Yes.
They always do
I've
like
seen
something
them,
bad and rhythmic. You know.
Can I ask what your opinion is on like Green Day, Holiday, Boulevard Broken Dreams, where it fades into another song?
It's okay, but like I have a few albums like that.
Yeah.
An album that's kind of like that would be. Do you remember Finch? Do you remember Letters to You and all? No. They had an album that was like that. The What It Is to Burn. What an album! And
What It Is to Burn.
Yeah, and
so
it all fades. Oh, it's all everyone in the band had hair like that, just down one side of their face, and just like
that was my haircut
yeah,
back in the day.
I know, Sam. I was my haircut until about the pandemic. But yeah, I don't know what to make of that because it fucking melts me. It melts me when you just want to hear that one song.
Exactly.
And you get
If
this
you want
big
to listen to
weird
the
shit bit
second
at the
song,
end.
You have to go through that whole 4 minutes of the first one.
Also, what do you call them are a bit like that, but I do like them. Mars Volta are a bit like that. They don't give you an album. They give you a piece.
Okay.
You know, I enjoy that. Yeah.
They're pretentious.
Mars Volta, absolutely.
Well, I don't even know who they are, but the name.
The Mars Volta.
No.
Nah,
Fuck up.
Same.
Have you heard of them? No.
Fuck up. I'm not even. No, I'm not even.
I'm not getting the first word. What? I'm not getting the second word.
The Mars Volta. They're very
Mars
famous.
Clearly not.
Do you know how famous they are? They mention it. They mention them in Get Him to the Greek, and Jonah Hill does a whole thing
That
about.
classic movie.
I know he does. He does this whole thing though
There were Pulp Fiction.
about listening to them and being like, he says to his girlfriend like, I'm gonna go see the Mars Volta. Like we should go see the Mars Volta, and he just cranks the music and he just goes.
And is
it's
it a rock
playing, and it's
band?
like.
It's a rock band, yeah.
Yeah, but like they're what I would describe as prog rock.
Prog rock. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
A lot of weird televators and all. Fucking deloused. Fuck off. Deloused in the Comatorium. It was one of the biggest albums around like what 2003 ish, 2004. Not even fucking nah.
Not close.
I'm sorry.
Well, what are you listening to? You're listening to Evanescence. What are you into?
Bewitched.
I know, yeah,
Mostly,
yeah.
yeah.
Do you remember that
Just
song?
on repeat.
Remember that specific
Can
song?
I just say, Jesse, hold on, the best Bewitched song.
Oh, I disagree. I'll have Blame It on the Weather, man. Anything that fucking anything that pegs Frank Mitchell back, I'll take it. Yeah, Jesse was a good song. I do you know what? See that song "C'est la vie" though.
Yeah.
It's great. It's racist. It's so Irish that it's actually anti-Irish.
Yeah.
See the start of it where it's like,
Some people say, look, me dad.
oh, see that? Oh, Jesus, that's embarrassing. And
Yeah.
there's a line in it. There's a line like that later where she says something like,
I fight like me dad as
"I
well.
fight like me dad as
Yeah.
well." I'm just like, oh, this is fucking scum.
A bit threatening too, isn't it?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think Courtney Cox was in Bewitched. Have you seen the girl in it who looks like Courtney
She
Cox?
looks like a melted waxworks of Courtney Cox.
Yeah, but when I was like 5, I was, oh my god, it's a girl from Friends.
Courtney Cox. Yeah, fuck me. What music would you be into?
Growing up, it was probably the same sort of stuff as you. Very sort of emo. Like,
Funeral for a Friend? What funeral?
Alkaline Trio.
Alkaline Trio. I like that.
Loved the Used back in the day. Like,
Really? Oh.
Proper, like...
Yeah.
I was
Cool,
never
like
into
so.
the fashion, but I was always into the music. Like, I was sad on the inside.
Yeah, I was
You
in.
okay now?
I had some fashion. I had some of the fashions.
Yeah.
I was into like Funeral for a Friend were a big deal for me, and do you know who were weirdly a big deal for me? Him. Do you remember them?
Unbelievable.
Love metal and fucking
Oh,
Friendly
Funeral of
Dark
Hearts.
Light.
I
Yeah.
listened to him this week.
Funeral of Hearts.
Yeah.
Oh, mate.
Billy Vallows doing
I remember.
tour.
I remember. Is he?
Yeah, he's not coming to Belfast. So. This is such niche podcast.
I know. This is.
You're losing Patreon.
I know. Yeah. I love them. I saw them a couple of times.
Fantastic.
I saw them a couple of times. They were fucking good. I sort of look like their drummer.
Can I ask you a true question? If you're a big fan, what does it stand for?
His Infernal Majesty.
Yes.
Yes, I
Brilliant.
love it. I love it.
Love that. I love that.
That was Ferry McLovin there.
Yeah.
Just that wee moment there. Yeah, no, I was a big fan of them. Yeah, I went. I saw them a couple of times. I remember getting squandered. I made one of our ones. Possibly my mum actually. I think I might have got my mum to do this. Buy me the Hymn box set out of HMV, which was like their first 3 or 4 albums before Love Metal.
Yeah.
Right.
So, oh mate, what a fucking time I had that Christmas day. Just like
Nothing says rock and roll. Like
fuck all is.
mum.
I'll be down for Turkey, but right now I'm getting into fucking Finnish goth metal. Like yeah, I love them. There was a time when a lot of like good like bands like that were coming here. Like you know,
Yeah.
I remember going to see My Chemical Romance in the King's Hall as well.
the King's Hall.
Yeah, like that was way back in the day.
See them recently. Where were they? Down south somewhere.
Yeah.
Said something about the Queen down. It was all fuck off.
It's weird. It's
Boom.
weird that it's weird, isn't it, that they would play like in the King's Hall. Like it's weird to like go see like I'm Not Okay in the same place where they count like fucking election results.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's cheap. That's where the Balmoral show.
Oh
used to be,
fuck!
didn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, I used to get fucked by that show coming home from school. See
Oh,
on the
yeah.
Friday because
Right.
our bus used to come down Balmoral Avenue. see the like they get from Aquinas back into the heart of the West. We I'd fucking see at Balmoral show on a Friday. You just be sitting at the top of fucking Balmoral forever, just looking at cultures, trying to find wives. It was fucking.
Well, I worked for Moy Park, like, so it was a massive.
You do or you did?
I did.
All right. What was that like?
Nuts, like.
Were you in the killing floor like?
No. I was in the office. I was well. It's gonna sound so. I was the agricultural planner for Moy Park, right? So the best way to describe that is, do you know the guy at Auschwitz who keeps the books, but doesn't pour the pallets in?
Yeah,
but is,
yeah.
Like second-hand responsible for all the deaths.
You're not lighting the fires,
was me.
but you're certainly scheduling the burnings.
I would be in Nuremberg for chicken crimes, like.
So was Moy Park a bit like the army where you have to train the kill, but
Chicken
you don't necessarily
crimes.
have to do it?
Sorry?
Everyone, is Moy Park like the army where you have to be trained to kill, but you don't necessarily have
I
to
know,
do it?
yeah.
Like
Do you
everyone-
actually? Do you? Do you have to learn? That would be good, though, wouldn't it? Like if like
you have
even
to-
even the cleaners need to know how to kill in case they come across
Someone calls
fucking
in sick,
an
it's like-
escaping chicken. Like yeah,
We would have went to the hatcheries and would have learned how to like sax the chickens and stuff, like
how to?
sax the chickens. So they have to be split between male and females.
Oh right, okay.
I thought you meant sex them as in.
I know, yeah. They
I
should.
thought that was a verb.
No, they should. They should definitely come up with like something else for that. You know,
Yeah, oh,
how
that's
to
the goal.
identify the gender, the sex of the chicken.
Yeah.
To sex the chickens.
Yeah, that's Moy Park lingo
Yeah,
there. Maybe
that's-
it's-
I-
Let's-
there's a-
let's
there's
be
a
honest, 'cause
t-shirt.
They used to do that in school. Like you'd split up the boys and girls. And if teachers started saying that, right, we're gonna sex you today, kids.
I know, yeah. Sex the chickens. That's a name. That's like a punk band. I probably would have gone to
Sex the
see.
Chickens.
Yeah.
That's their big sense.
There was a band from here. I think Matthews was in it, wasn't he? Called Too Fat for Porn,
Right.
which I always
class.
enjoyed the name of.
Sounds like a Seth Rogen movie.
Yeah.
That's a great name.
How long were you in Moy Park for?
About 2 years.
Fuck. Does it smell?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Really
So you have to have like set clothes. So it's like, this is the clothes I wear to work, and I don't wear it anywhere else.
Oh my
you can't
god.
get rid of it.
A persistent smell of chicken shit.
Yeah.
Like.
I remember the first day. Like I went in like suit and all, trying to look the part and all. Like I was only maybe 21, first proper job and all. The guy was all.
How do you get into agricultural planning?
Exactly. Well, I done politics, philosophy, and economics. I wanted to be like
The big three.
the big
Yeah.
three, like yeah, and then got out of uni and like decided I no longer wanted to be a politician. So it was
Yeah.
like, okay, where am I going to get a job?
I got
Moy
to
Park.
Sort of like Oliver Stone, just like leaving uni to go to Vietnam and
Yeah.
like just like straight into it. Like
I got chased
Fuck
by a
it.
chicken once.
You what?
I got chased by a chicken once.
I thought you said you fought a chicken.
No, oh no, I was not up for fighting. It was-
I've fought a few chickens, but the chicken always loses. Yeah.
No, I think it was about 3, maybe 4. I think it was at the Folk and Transport Museum.
Oh,
When
really?
we all got
Jesus.
them running about. And I
Yeah.
still remember, like I still have nightmares, like
What do you call
because I
it?
wasn't much bigger than the chicken at the time. Like.
Still
I,
chicken.
I always enjoy that. We went to that one. What do you call it? The Ulster American Folk Park.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's
That's
a
a school
fucking
trip, isn't
there's
it,
a
like?
fucking here Fox School. I went to it like last year.
Oh, okay.
It was unbelievable.
You got the membership card.
I had a fucking great time. I had a great. We went to go. We went to go there one day pre COVID, and it just like I was wearing like when we left the house, it was fine and sunny, and like
Yeah.
literally I was wearing like a t-shirt, and we get into the car, and on the way like when we got to Ballygolly roundabout, it was fucking snowing, and I remember literally going, what even is this shit?
Yeah.
And there's no way I'm going. So then like we were like, we'll go when the weather improves. And then
Is it
like
outside?
literally about
Yeah,
yeah,
most
and then
of it is,
literally about 3 weeks later, fucking pandemic came. So it was like one of the first things we did whenever like you could go out again.
Everyone's down for a pint, going out the nightclub.
I'm
going to
like
Ulster
I'm craving an immersive history experience. Yeah. But yeah, it was good times. I had a good time there. I think one of the best times I've ever had though in a place like that. I went to Kilmainham jail before
class.
when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And they were filming the movie Michael Collins there at the time that we were there. Have I talked about this before?
When would that have been?
Like 94, 95-ish.
Okay.
Must have been 95 or something because my mum was studying history and that's why we went down to it. So like we went for like an all fun-filled family day in Kilmainham, and so it was like we got there and they were filming and
Yeah.
we'd literally paid in to go around the fucking jail. And there's a specific scene in the movie where Michael Collins is in jail.
Yeah.
So Liam Neeson's in jail and like, excuse me, he's reading a letter from Alan Rickman, from Eamon de Valera, right?
Yeah.
And so I think he's like physically reading it, but like in the movie, Rickman
You can hear his
speaks
voice.
the
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
and it shows you him writing it somewhere else. I was thinking, dear Michael, right? And it's all like, the fact I am an American may save my hide. And Bill Clay. And yeah, so he don't lie to me. Anyway, sorry. All Alan Rickman's best lines. And then so he's like, dear, he's like, dear Michael, turn to page 394. Anyway, so I love Bill Clay, but anyway, so that's professional as fuck. That's me. Sorry. I thought I muted this.
It's Alan Rickman from the Dead. It's the
Oh, no,
butchering my accent.
And so he so Neeson is walking across this gangway.
Yeah.
It took them ages to set the shot up because there was like huge lights. It's a huge atrium.
It's not exactly
Huge
the
room.
room that suits filming. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
it's absolutely
yeah.
massive. So to just get the atmosphere right,
Yeah.
they had like these big Atmos machines and they've like putting all these lights on, and they basically tried to tell us to fuck off.
Yeah.
And my dad was like,
I paid $8 quid.
I've just paid in here for me and my kids. You can sort of suck my dick. And
We packed sandwiches.
I know
We ain't leaving.
he would never have said something like that. He probably went no. And so we got to stay and watch them shoot this scene, right?
Yeah.
And as a kid, like I met Alan Rickman and Liam Neeson. I have their autographs in like a, Kilmainham jail. What would you even call it? Like a wee book. Aye. But I didn't know who Liam Neeson was at that time because I was only about 8 or 9. But I knew who Alan Rickman was because he was the sheriff of Nottingham in Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. I was a big fan. I was a big archery fan as a child. I really was. I always had a bow and arrow, like toy one, out of Hector's or something. What? Yeah, great times.
The only autographs I ever got was I went to Disneyland when I was 7, like 2003, and you meet like Mickey Mouse. And you kind of like an autograph book, so you're going up to these like big characters to get autographs off them. But they're all wearing the big prosthetic hands, so none of them can actually hold the pen. So like if you look at the book, it's like Mickey, like written by a 4-year-old, and half of them like they physically couldn't hold the pen. So you go, "Can I have your autograph?" And they just had a wee stamp. It was like Barney. Wow. It was like, there you go. Like.
I've never been to Disney, but I think I would enjoy it.
I think you'd like it.
I met
Yeah.
a gladiator once.
You what?
I met a Saracen, the gladiator.
Oh
once.
wow,
That
that's cool.
Wolf
Was that when
there
they
as well?
they
though.
used to do was this on like a school tour thing?
No, it was like one of those big like fun day things. I don't know where it was like. But it was one of those more gladiator. And but Wolf was there, and I got fucking Saracen's autograph.
Yeah, you
It's like
definitely want to
that's-
meet Wolf. Like,
I always wanted to meet him, but he was like just
Yeah.
way out of the way. Like
I'd take meeting one of them now.
See, I don't know what Gladiators is, and I've heard everyone
Yeah,
talk
you
about it.
probably
I know it's
just
a
missed
TV
it.
show.
Oh.
What age are you, cunt?
I'm 26.
Fuck up.
I know.
That
I look
was-
about 46, but I'm 26.
that was.
Are you
prime.
saying I should know what it is?
No, because it was. If you're only 20, when were you born?
96. Yeah.
That's when it was at its
It,
prime.
it was probably peak Saturday TV around 96,
Prime
97.
time,
Yeah,
Blind Date, Gladiators.
great
Is
times.
it people doing like tasks in a studio?
It was in the indoor arena in Birmingham.
Yeah.
Right. You definitely applied to
No,
get on
I know
that
it
show,
was
like.
it was it was
You
way
know the PO box
it's
for it?
bigger. It's bigger than any studio you've ever seen. There was like
Okay.
It's huge.
yeah, it was huge, and there'd be like
Yeah.
a full like stadium, like a full
Yeah.
arena full of fucking audience. Like
Yeah, it's not like they changed it up. Literally everything was there, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it
it
was.
was-
It was
I've
great.
just heard of it.
I'd love
Aye.
to do it. Like they're
I
bringing
wanna
it
show
show
it.
back.
They're-
they're bringing it
thing.
back, but I bet you it's balls.
It's
It's
not
a
going to
shit.
be anywhere near as
Um,
good. Like, no.
I was
Like
gonna
Phil
say
Schofield
then.
presenting it or something like.
Well, what was big TV whenever you were like 10?
10, so
Like
what's
fucking
10?
X Factor.
Oh, how depressing's that? But yes,
That's balls.
Strictly Come Dancing, stuff like that.
It's still going, isn't it? Strictly.
Yeah. I don't mind a bit of Strictly.
Oh, I do. I mind it.
You mind it a lot?
I mind it. I think
How much?
There's a
how
set-
much would that offer you to get you on that?
I wouldn't go on it.
No, but
Oh.
seriously, like,
I wouldn't go on it.
not at all.
No,
Million?
mate. I would do anything for a million.
Well,
But
there
they're
you
not going to give you a million.
What
They're-
if you were billed as one of the professionals?
I would.
What about Judge? You can just fucking
I would-
slander everyone.
Well, that would be
That
more
would
my
suit you.
that would be
Yeah.
more my speed would be to be judgmental. But yeah, no, I wouldn't go on it. I think if I was going on anything, do you know what's funny? I say this as if we were going on it. We were talking last night and we remembered the show that was out. Again, they stopped it because of the pandemic. Do you remember that show Bear Grylls was doing called The Island?
Oh,
Did you just watch
I've
that?
seen clips of it.
It's like
I know of it.
Chloe actually applied to go on that, and I'd be
Right.
like, I actually think they should set up another camera team at my house
Yeah.
and watch me try to survive without her for 6 weeks just here. Do
Just
you know what I mean? Because like I don't think I could do
it's a
that.
weird goggle box kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Break down the ensuite.
Yeah,
Can't
just
do it.
I know. Yeah, where's my fucking clothes? Yeah, Yeah, it's fucking mad. That was a show and a half though. I enjoyed that. It's basically just like people who work in offices
Yeah.
finding a fucking iguana and killing it. Like it's good.
Yeah. Not to say for it.
What was I gonna say then? What's your both your FIFA experiences?
Very well. If we go way back, how far back we're going? So I remember playing FIFA '96.
Yeah, I know.
Where
FIFA
they were, like,
90
little-
Pete. Whenever he's fucking yeah.
Yeah, basically.
I remember. I've played every FIFA since it came out.
What was the first one?
FIFA International Soccer 1994.
94, right? Okay.
96, I think, was in the Mega Drive, possibly. Or
Yeah, it would have been Mega Drive or Nintendo. Yeah.
But
So
that was back-
actually,
yeah.
did it come out in 94? Did it come out? Yeah. Hold on. So FIFA 95 comes out in
Or
94.
was it
So
PlayStation 1, maybe?
1993 would have been the first one.
My first FIFA was on GameCube, which is very rogue. Like,
Yeah, it is.
I'm a
It is.
bit of a Nintendo boy.
What was
like,
there was a game on GameCube was like a puzzly type
Oh, I know what
a
you're on about.
puzzly type sort of 3D.
Yes.
Was it called Pix or
It
something?
was like one of them sort of weird Japanese puzzle games.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
yeah.
I know what you're on about. Yeah.
And it was everyone talked about it.
No idea.
My first one was FIFA 03, which was a
Fuck.
brilliant FIFA because you could put spin on the ball and the free kicks.
Mm.
Unreal.
They're doing some mad shit these days. They have a thing where I haven't worked out how to do it yet, but you can time a shot on this now, and it like zooms in when you're hitting it. Zooms in the
Right.
camera slightly and slows it down a wee bit, so you can.
Almost like
Cinema-
FIFA Street, where you do like the
cinematic
power
and-
shot
Yeah,
where
it's
it goes
it's
a wee bit
a
off.
wee bit weird. People are doing it online.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get up the leagues at the minute in seasons because when you start it, it puts you back to like league fucking like Division 8 or something.
Okay.
So I'm currently sitting in Division 4. It'll be only a matter of days before I'm back where I'm supposed to be, which is Division
On your
1.
perch.
Yeah. I feel like this is a better FIFA than the
Is this
last
a new
few.
one?
Yeah.
I think
This
the
is
last one I got was 16.
this is better. Like the goalies are better in this. It's harder to score. The goalies in the last one were fucking shite. The amount of games I would have played that were finishing like 7-5 and 8-6
Yeah.
and
That'd be-
fucking shite like that.
It's been
was
about
balls.
5 years since I played. Like,
Mm.
so
It's been
This is gonna be
about
fun.
12 hours for me. So
it's a long. It's,
um
you
yeah.
go that long?
You're getting withdrawals.
And then what's the crack? What are you both up to before we get into this? What are you both up to stand up wise?
Well,
My show coming up, haven't you?
my big one's next month,
Mm.
November 25th, Limelight 2.
Good.
So
Good.
yeah, buy tickets for that.
Absolutely.
We just sort of
Please.
finished ours. The guys we do the podcast with, Sean McAlevey and Kieran Franco, we done a like, sort of show together. We done 2 in Belfast, never brought in Newry there. So now we're sort of finished with that. We're just sort of kicking on to the next
What did you do in Newry?
one. McCoy's.
All right, okay,
Yeah,
yeah, it's
brilliant.
good, isn't it? It's a good
Yeah.
wee spot, like I
really
I like
enjoyed
in there. I did a good one in Newry there with Majestic in the bank,
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
and it was absolutely pimped
Across
out.
the road, I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
There's like a nightclub. When I was like
Yeah,
19,
it was the only nightclub I've ever been in Newry was called Bed, and
Yes,
it
I've
was
heard of that as well.
it was like a homeless guy's bed. It was not great. Like it was do you ever see a place where you know those things, those moments in like music videos or in like films where people are about to walk into a club and you can hear the music and it's like
like thumping in
God,
the
yeah.
background.
and then it's like and then somebody opens the door and it's like and it's
Ah,
like
yeah.
it's a good time and the door's opened and you're like yes. When they open the door in there, it smelled like your fucking auntie's damp carpet, like you know what I mean. And I'm not. Although if your auntie does have a damp carpet, go to manscaped.com.
Need that ball deodorant.
Yeah, the ball deodorant for auntie,
Yeah.
for Aunt Nancy, and a lawnmower 2.0 or 4.0. But yeah, so like, code no blasters anyway. Yeah, no, it just they opened it. Do you know when a nightclub smells like food? You go, that's a problem.
Yeah.
That is a problem because it isn't food.
They don't sell
It's
food.
it's people who smell like food.
Or sometimes there was a carvery in this room.
Yeah.
A couple of hours ago, like, you can still
I,
see
uh,
the gravy on the dance
Oh,
floor.
I love. Well, there'll be gravy on the dance floor no matter what happens. But I enjoy a carvery, like an underrated thing.
Yeah.
Can I plug the? I was on the BBC last week.
Oh, how was that? How was that?
Well, I was recorded a few weeks ago, but yeah, it was good. It was good. My
Where-
first like
Was this the new comedian thing?
yeah, the BBC New Comedy Awards. So it was filmed up in Derry, and I love how they had the signs literally on stage. One side Derry, one side Londonderry.
Serious?
Yeah, they probably see it in the edit. That's like,
That's why I refused to go through to the next
Yeah.
round. Nothing to do with the fact that
Yeah,
it wasn't good enough.
but then it's just been advertised as Derry, and you go onto it. But it's on BBC iPlayer if you wanna
Signs.
check it out.
Yeah.
Episode 3.
That's mental. That's
I know.
mental. How
Yeah.
long do you get that on an episode?
I'm on for about 4 or 5 minutes. Though.
It's pretty
The
sweet.
episode's like half an hour, like, so that's a decent chunk percentage of the full time.
They only
like.
I think they cut about 3 jokes.
And
this
this is an important question. What qualifies you as a new comedian?
Don't get me started.
well, that's
Don't get me started here. Don't get me
so
started.
technically, I just fell into the actual bracket as such.
Yeah.
So it's supposed to be you're not supposed to have a paid gig pre 2019.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Which I didn't. Like I gigged way back, like in 2012, and then stopped for loads of years,
Yeah.
and then started back in 2019, which is when I started getting
Yeah.
paid
Yeah.
for gigs. So I qualified, but then you had people there who
Yeah.
have been going for 5, 6 years plus. Like,
Well, as HMRC knows, I've never been paid for comedy,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
yeah.
That first date I done it, there was like people there, and I was like, I've been going like I was maybe going 8 months at the time. There was like someone there who'd done their first gig when I was 12.
Oh,
And I was
really?
like, come on, guys, like.
That's
Yeah.
mental. Like that's rare. Like
But at the same time, like.
what they're competing though, or they're there
Yeah,
as an
oh,
MC?
yeah, yeah, they're in the competition, yeah.
That smells like poops. Like that's not fair. Like. Oh my god.
But I think they just sort of put those rules in to sort of cut the applications down a bit. Do you know what I mean?
That's a stop.
Otherwise,
people
everyone
that-
will just
yeah.
apply. Like you can
Yeah.
sort of understand to an extent.
Yeah.
They have to have a bit of a cut-off point.
That's rare though that they stick signs up on the stage. I love the signs up that way though that are, you know,
Spray painted out.
yeah. And
Yeah.
there's one of them where someone has spray painted out London and then someone has spray painted out Derry as well.
Yeah,
And
it's
you're
Just
like,
no.
Just dead end.
your silent war with each other is fucking everyone that's trying to get this down. Like, do you know what I mean? Because you don't know where the fuck you have to turn.
Yeah.
Like, also see a new road. And I know that this is a thing where the new road to Derry is going to be a good thing. But seeing the building of it, lads, can we fucking put up signs that make sense, please? Instead of fucking taking me round. See if I end up, what do you call that fucking shithole? Not Dungiven, there's another one. Claudy. If I end up in fucking Claudy
That's where Finn
again.
Harvey's from.
Oh mate, if I end up there another time in my life, I'm gonna fucking smack someone. I don't need it. I don't
Yeah.
need to be there on my way through to fucking do a gig up there.
No.
So
I
he's
don't-
going from Belfast. I sort of go Oma. You don't go that way, no?
No.
No? Okay. Suppose so.
No, like straight up towards. This is good banter for the
I know,
podcast.
that's-
Oh wait, what's the best? I prefer the Tunbridge way. Yeah, no, I'm only joking. I will go that way. Like where I live, you're better just going up towards the airport and then just
right,
up
yeah.
over the hill. Like fuck me, what a place. So last time we went up there, we stopped at that garage at the bottom of the Glen Shane. We stopped there because we both needed a piece, and the bogs in that toilet and that guy. Oh, wouldn't be talking about them if they were good, mate.
Oh, okay. By your face expression, I thought you were going to say they were brilliant.
Pristine.
Immaculate bogs at the bottom of the Glen Shane. No, like absolutely harrowing. I don't know what the women's ones were like. The men's were not
I don't know what
great.
you pointed at me.
There was a great sense of insecurity, and it was. Do you know what it was? It was a sort of bog where you'll go in and there'll be shite on the seat,
Oh,
and you
Jesus.
go, I'm here for a piss. You end up feeling like you have to piss other people's shit off the bog.
Yeah.
It was a disgusting.
Okay.
It was a disgusting place. So I quickly washed my hands,
Just
and then
like-
left, and I anti-backed in the car, and then I went in and got a dark bounty to help me forget about it. It was
Where's the best toilet you've been to though?
the best toilets.
Best toilets. I think
There's a hotel in Dublin. Is it the Sheridan or something like that? There's a hotel in Dublin where the fucking bogs were nicer than my house. Like they had a sofa in it and all. The lift had a sofa, and I was like, I'm not sure if it is the Sheridan.
where's it?
Can't remember what it's called in Dublin.
Dublin.
Could you look up expensive Dublin hotels, please, Dan? Because there's definitely one there. I went for a meeting. And this guy goes, meet me at the whatever it's
Yeah.
called, and
I'll be in the lift in the shares.
and I went there like dressed as a fucking scummer,
As
like,
you do.
just like in a tracksuit, like.
It's the normal.
And I went in and like all people are like, guy holds the door open
Yeah.
for me as I'm getting out of my taxi, and I went,
What?
this is wrong. This is all wrong. Do I have any of these names, Dan? I'll know it when I hear it.
Beckett Lock,
No,
Zanzibar,
no,
Hard
This is
Rock,
free promotion
no,
now.
I know,
Centric,
no.
Hotel 7, the
No.
Marker Hotel,
The
Marker,
no, it wasn't the Marker. I have a story about the Marker though. What?
the Wilder,
No,
Pembroke,
no. This is good. This is good podcast, isn't it?
It really is,
Let's
like.
go to Sheridan.
I know. Yeah, I think it might have been the Sheridan. It's definitely a name like that.
We're toxic. That's just
Fancy
Yeah.
it
them,
is.
fancy them.
And what about you? What's the best bogs?
I honestly, I like Victoria Square toilets. I think they're
I
pretty
haven't
good.
been in them. No, they're
Do you know what it
good.
is? I like a toilet when if you go into the cubicle and
Goes
the
down to
wall.
the floor.
Yes, and the
Yeah.
wall and it goes, if not to the ceiling, almost to the ceiling.
See, as a
There's
as a short man, you don't need that. You know what I mean? I don't mind where. I'm never taller than the cubicle.
I know, but some people are and they can't peek over.
I know. Yeah.
I like it to go
yeah.
down to the floor though. I don't want to see someone else's shoes.
I like seeing their feet. I like company. I'm only
Oh, no,
joking.
That's all.
I
A bit of
definitely
pipe
don't.
Music.
I wanna know what trousers they're wearing when I hear them squeeze.
You ever
you know
looked
what I mean?
under and one shoe's gone that way and one shoe's gone that way?
There's 2 feet.
Yeah. I the Marker Hotel. There was one day I was down in Dublin and I'd been to the Marker Hotel for like a conference before. And it's quite nice. It's a bit wanky, like a bit you know, it's modern art everywhere and all that sort of stuff. But like, I enjoy a wank like that. So I'd been in it, and then there was this one day I went down to meet a couple of a former colleague, and Chloe and I met them and we had dinner. And they were all like, and them and their partner were all like, "Oh, I should definitely stay tonight, and we'll go out now on the lash." And we were like, "Really? Like, don't really drink that much?" And they're like, "No, stay. We're in the pints. It's good times, right?" This is literally what happened. And I went, "Right, no worries." Whipped the phone out and went to hotels and went. We had just been on a holiday, right? We were staying down in like Killarney somewhere, and I went, "You know what? Fuck it. We'll make this the last day of holiday." And I don't mind forking out a wee bit for a fucking nice hotel. I'm not gonna stay in a fucking hostel.
Yeah.
I was like, we'll stay like it's a fucking nice hotel. And it has a fucking spa and all in it. So I was thinking, we'll stay tonight, we'll get up tomorrow.
Have we dip?
Do a wee jacuzzi
dip.
and then we'll go home, right?
Yeah.
And I like booked the hotel, like, and it was a wee bit there, but I sort of went I did it. I went did it, right, but it was fine. You just had
to do it real quick before you
and I
could think
swear
about
to
it.
fuck, I put my phone away, looked back up, one of them was up at the bar and came back and went, "Do you know, I'm just thinking I might just go on." And I remember going,
No.
you dropped dead right now. And and they left in about 10 minutes after it, and I was like, and then I had to phone that hotel. I phoned the hotel and went, "Listen, I've just booked somewhere." And I tried to lie basically. I went, "I've just booked somewhere. I didn't realize I was actually booking it. I thought I was just getting a quote." And they were like, "No, I think you've clicked book now about 8 times there."
Yeah.
So, and I went, "Well, is it okay to get a refund? I mean, obviously you won't have done anything for us. You won't have prepped the room or anything." They're like, and I had to fight tooth and nail to get
Get a
this back.
refund?
Yeah, I did get it, but and I know I finished the call with, "We'll definitely be back. I appreciate your assistance in this matter. I'll definitely be back in the next month or so." Never been
Never
back.
back.
And
That guy's definitely working for the hotel.
I know, like I couldn't believe
Alright,
that.
no,
Though.
fair enough.
It was very like definitely stay. Fuck off, I'm leaving right now. And I was like,
That's too convenient. Like.
yeah. Last time I was in Dublin, I went to see Chappelle, and we were thinking about staying over, and then I had to be back up here next day, so we didn't stay. Great story, but made the traffic after a fucking gig. Oh my god, or like just
The
sitting.
arena.
Yeah, or
Hectic.
just sitting in Dublin for like 50 minutes on this wee sad bit of road.
Yeah.
Do you ever see those wee bits where you're just sitting on something and you're like, "This is bollocks," and you know that as soon as you get to the light, the road every which way is clear, and you're
Yeah.
going, "Why are
What caused
why are we all fucking sitting here for no reason?" Oh, mate.
Nuts.
Anyway, shall we FIFA? What's the best way to do this? What is the best way to do this? We haven't had 2 guests before. Is it a half each? Very good.
Cool half each, yeah.
It'll be interesting to see if one of you can turn around the form of the other.
I don't even think I'll be able to turn around the player.
Let's
The
see.
controls are generally the same. They never really changed, don't they, over the years?
No.
It's been a
Yeah.
long time. It's just been so long. I was never good at it back then. Never mind now. Like,
I could
all
like
good.
play, but like just pass myself. Do you know what I mean? I never wasn't.
I could pass
massively
alright.
good.
Can't shoot.
Right. I'm gonna be.
Are we going for like banter times here? Or are we going serious?
Let's do banter.
Right.
Let's see. One of you select a banter team. I'm
You
gonna
want
be.
to start? You want to do first or second?
I'm gonna be.
I'll go first. Do you want to go first?
No,
Do you know what?
go
I
first,
haven't
sure,
done
then
this
I'll-
yet. I'm gonna randomize the league twice, and I'll randomize the the team twice. So
It's
1,
extra
2.
anyways, is it?
We're going to Scotland. Oh my God, there's a chance this is going to be Celtic
And
or Rangers. Yeah, 1, 2.
Classic Panther.
It's Rangers. Oh, mate. The computer has spoken. So, randomise the league twice. You hit X.
Yeah, just twice, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Rest
Yeah,
of
so
world,
that could
this
be
is
anything,
interesting.
really, couldn't
And
it?
then
Once or twice.
twice.
Oh, mate.
The
So who are
best.
these?
That's
Are these just like the
It's
best
a
players
fake,
that
a
Adidas
fake
does?
team, yeah.
Is that too overpowered?
No, fuck it. I'll
Go
be
for
I'll
it.
beat just to death.
Like a dream
I'll
team,
do it.
basically. Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll go white kit if you
Ah,
want to
yeah,
go.
that'll.
Yeah.
Or here, what
yeah,
about
he said
this?
pretty That's
Let's-
the most.
Do you know what?
loyalist I'll
Let's
ever
let's do
Look, if we're doing it, we'll have
Yep.
to go. Like.
let's do the Orange Order uniform here.
Why not?
Oh, jeez.
Unbelievable.
Like
They
an
love
Arnold
it.
curb.
They love it. As long as I can get Tavernier on, like he's good, isn't he?
Is he?
Isn't he? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't really know too much about them, to be fair. What have you done, Pete? What's
don't
this? Johnny, relieve him of his command. This is just press A.
Oh, there we go.
I don't even know what you did.
I press B. That's what I did.
I'm
Let's
starting to feel
see.
more confident.
Oh,
Oh,
I don't.
Not this
I don't really. Why is Morelos not starting? Is he not the guy?
It's
I
a
I
weird
thought-
don't
for-
think he
that's a-
starts as much anymore, does he?
That was a weird
Does anyone go
formation.
4-3-3
I'll keep him.
here?
Do you know what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Actually, one can't.
I might keep Morelos as a an impact sub. Let's see.
This looks pretty decent, doesn't it? Can't.
3,
who's
4,
this
3.
guy?
Can't have a Rangers match without Big
Not
Stevie D
Kante.
on the bench at least. Is that Rodney Jack? Is he still playing, or is that somebody else? Also, is that your man Scott Arfield?
That is
He
him.
used to play for Burnley.
Dodgy haircut. I know that's coming
Yeah.
from me, like, but
How did you come across the shaved head? Is that a life decision
I
or?
was just very much of the view. Once it goes, accept it.
Oh, it's starting to go.
Receding, not at the
Oh,
back.
all right.
Just the front.
Like it's still sort of like if I wanted, I could grow it back. It would just look.
It's those
ridiculous.
guys.
I
that
think
just
it could.
continue
It would
on
look.
with it.
I think it might look amazing though.
But your hairline is fantastic.
I
like,
do
you
have
can
a-
see
I
it,
do.
Like it's near down to your eyebrows.
I know
like,
I do.
you can
I have
see it, like.
I have fantastic hair.
I
There's
would
no.
describe you as culturally appropriate. Like.
Let me see.
There's nothing I can do. Here,
Oh
like.
shit! I'm crossing to the far guy here. Right, hang on.
Am I in this?
Whack.
Oh, I'm this guy over on
You
the right.
finish. Look at that for shite finish. Score that now. Yes. Lads, you're getting fucking rinsed here.
I'm not
I can
feeling too
sense it. I
confident
can
with you.
sense it.
Oh, I've got this.
Rangers are coming
Despite
for
the
you.
fact I couldn't pick the teams correctly, like I don't think this is going to go too well.
Nah, but
Rangers are coming. So, Dan, have we any good questions to kick us off?
from your Twitter.
From my Twitter, yeah, no, from Patreon. I saw you doing stuff on Patreon.
Right, how is it going here?
There's one that I commented on that I said it would get a run out, and I can't remember what it was, but it was a good question.
From a previous week.
Yeah.
I'm starting to think, do we go for it here, Johnny, or are we sitting back the first 5-10
No.
minutes?
Sitting
go
back
for it.
with the Adidas fucking power team or whatever
Jesus,
they're
take 'em
called.
out, take 'em out.
Oh, there we go.
Finish
Oh,
that, man.
behave.
Oh, it started. Rangers are one up.
Well, this
I'm
is
not.
what
I'm gonna do that thing where you go like this when you score.
I don't think you can celebrate any
Because
goals.
I'm not celebrating it. I'm just going.
Is this not what happened to Rangers last week? Well, they went one up.
They went one. Yeah, they went one up and then got absolutely fucking rid to death.
This is going to make me vote Sinn Féin this game.
Look at this for a wee cheat.
I was lucky, like.
I mean, you make your own luck in this game. That's what I would say. I mean, you could have taken a jumbo jet through the defense there, like you know what I mean. But
Favorite iconic weapon in Forged in Fire.
It's niche.
Doug, edged weapon specialist Doug Marquetta is my favorite weapon.
Was a tackle.
Your blade will cut, your dick will not.
What is it? Weapon from what?
Your favorite iconic weapon. There's one.
Something about this defense. Here.
Oh lads, this is shocking.
You can't say plural now.
Offside.
I'm good on you.
Offside, he says. That was a perfectly timed score ball, mate. That's a sweat, by the way.
It was.
That's a
I didn't
classic
want to call it
sweaty.
out, but I was waiting for you to do it. Like.
That's a sweaty, look.
We really should change formation here.
It's like
A
right at the
classic.
back.
Do you know what one I enjoy? I enjoy they made one that was like a scimitar, like a scimitar, it's like a bit like
Blade.
you have the sword going like if the sword is flat there, it bends that way. It sort of goes wobbly, and you can fucking enjoy that. I think.
Oh,
I think if you can see why I'm not presenting on Forge and Fire. They'll be like, "Kieran, tell us a bit about this sword," and I'm like, "Well, it's built so you can fucking, I love it. Yeah. I also enjoyed. There was there was one where they made like a like a pirate style sword, like a
cutlass.
like a cutlass, yeah. And there was one where they made like old timey sort of military one that had like like a really cool ornate handguard. I enjoy that a lot. Like
This is a show where they just make weapons.
you just make swords and knives and shit.
I
Aye.
thought this was like a video game you were talking about.
Forged in Fire? No.
No,
Fuck
never
me,
seen it.
lads. You're missing out on a lot of
What's this?
cultural shit. Like,
Yeah.
you've
Oh, does he ever use them?
you're living your lives. What?
Does he ever use them? Like, does he
Do
ever,
they
like-
use them?
Yeah.
Yeah, like they'll test them on the show. Like, so
Against each other. Like,
yeah, so like
a
guys will
duel?
do. Yeah. Have I actually explained Forged in Fire? Like, I
What
can't
channel
believe
are we
it.
talking about here?
Oh, it's a penalty rough, lads. Who is this in your team? Pogba and
That's
Golo
Kante, wasn't
Kante,
it?
and they're getting rid by Rangers.
Oh,
Oh.
it was, wasn't it?
Oh, he's had the
I'm
shirt
so
off him
sorry.
there, like.
I'm so
Fine. It's
sorry.
Um,
fine. It's fine.
I'm
Here we
not
go.
like, but I'm gonna pretend that I am. Oh, you wee rat.
I am mid.
Practicing.
Oh, I've been on it this week.
Oh.
Who's this? I
See,
want to
it's not
see.
the GameCube.
I want to see his big face. I love big face as a
Oh,
celebration.
he needs a skincare routine,
Yeah.
then, doesn't it?
See every port.
Every pour. Yeah. So on Forged and Fire, it's like metal smiths. What do you call them? Blacksmiths come on and do like
What channel is it? Sort of like one high
like a
up.
Discovery.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So they'll go on and
Oh, I
like.
don't know how I missed that.
So they make knives to start with. They give them parameters, like it's got to be, the blade's got to be a certain length, handle's got to be a certain length, certain styles maybe. So like sometimes they'll want them to make like a slicing blade, or sometimes it'll be like a chopper, and then like yeah. So they'll do that. That's the first bit, and then the two that have the best ones after that, after a day in the forge, they go to their home forges and make like a historic weapon, that they both have the same parameters and the same materials, and then they'll test them in the studio, and the tests are fucking gag, like, because they'll get a guy who's like an actual specialist. This is a goal. Should have been a goal.
My keeper's
They'll-
keeping this from being
they'll
completely
get-
embarrassing.
They'll get them to like cut like a pig open or something with it, or like they get them to do like, sometimes now they get them to like slice like different sacks that have like colored beads in it, and all, and like it's all very erotic. But yeah, I am
Sounds-
Force and Fire. Your blade will cut. No, this is
You're
that's-
shouting at me though.
It's
Does
here.
sound decent.
It's an hour of pure joy.
Sounds like a Sunday afternoon program.
It's a great, mate. It's such a program. Do you know when it's great? See, when you're staying in like a shitty hotel, and
Oh, yeah.
it's on. Like that's a great. You're having a night. Like it's a great time.
Here we go. Is that it? No.
Have we any other questions there, Dan?
What is the best film in a bad franchise and vice versa?
Best.
So best film in a bad franchise.
Yeah, or the other way around. So
Oh right, okay.
Godfather 3, if you call it franchise.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Yeah, sure. So like,
That's it.
it was a strike. It was a strike. Let me see.
What
Best
sort of
film.
film franchises are there?
All the Marvel ones. I think
I
they're
never
pretty
liked
bad.
the second Jurassic Park, really, and I'm a massive Jurassic Park fan, but
Yeah.
I didn't like the second one.
Yeah, the first one's lethal. Like,
First one's amazing. I like the third one.
God.
yeah.
The second one, not so much.
I don't think I have a defense.
You're only the best players in the game.
I
but,
know.
I'm trying to think. Other franchises. So
I'm not a big
worst.
movie
Oh,
guy.
sorry, best film in a bad franchise. Well, see, I wouldn't be mad keen on the Marvel stuff, but I love Iron Man. Like I love Iron Man. But I wouldn't. I mean, I think you'd be mental to call that a bad franchise. Like it's been extremely successful. So,
Yeah.
but other. Let me see. What other?
Transformers is a shit franchise. That ain't good there.
First one. First one's alright.
Possible.
Monsters Inc. University.
I like Monsters Inc. though as a
It's
group.
brilliant.
Let me see.
What about then bad films and a good franchise?
This is easier to do.
Yeah.
Temple of Doom is the worst Indiana Jones by a long. Actually, no. Sorry. Out of the original 3, Crystal Skull is fucking woeful. Is a woeful film. The spaces between spaces. Fuck off.
First Lord of the Rings as well.
Oh really? I like the first one.
You think the first one's bad?
The second one's the best.
That's what it says.
The first one would probably be my favorite though. Out of those,
Two
that's
Towers
weird.
is definitely the best one. Like.
Two
Look
Towers
what
is
you've
the
done.
best.
Who's this?
Someone down.
You fucking busted.
I'm
You
changing
busted
formation
somebody.
here 'cause this is going to turn.
Who is it?
Go like
It's
five-
right.
Go like 5 at the back.
Yeah.
You can.
Morelos.
5-4-1 diamond. That looks half okay.
Morelos is coming on the fucking rages.
I leave Messi up there.
Bad films and good franchises. Godfather 3, Beverly Hills Cop 3, Lethal Weapon 3. Great music, probably the worst movie out of the 4 of them.
Die Hard's
Die,
after two.
Die Hard 4.0. No?
Oh, yeah.
Do you not like With a Vengeance?
Great.
I like With a Vengeance. It's funny. But it is
One or two.
no. Yeah, for me, Die Hard, the first one will always be the best.
Or every single Final Destination apart from the first one.
Yeah,
Final
yeah.
Destination as well.
The first one was great, but
Yeah.
after that it was just like
How many is there of them?
there's
about
about
five or
About
six.
5,
yeah.
isn't there? Yeah.
The whole concept for the first one that was great because it was like this is new, and then all of a sudden it's
Was
like
the first one the plane? Is that what it was? Or was it
Yeah,
was
yeah,
there,
that is the first one, yeah.
Yeah.
Paranormal Activity. The
all
second one,
bad.
shite.
First
I like the first one.
First one was great.
Third one was alright as well.
First one was creepy. Like
Yeah.
first one.
What's
Penalty?
happened there? Is he offside?
Oh, I must be off.
Gee.
Oh, the second Blair Witch was.
Yeah, it was shite.
See, I've seen no movies.
Why?
I'm one of these guys who's just not seen anything.
This hurts me, Pete.
Same like TV shows. I know.
I don't watch tons of TV, but that's actually a lie. Like, I mean, I watch TV though sometimes literally for work, like just to know what's going on.
you
Not
really-
for comedy, for comedy writing. Like, go on, fuck's sake. There's nothing worse than when like somebody you're trying to get money off goes, "Have you seen that show I made? It's this," and you're like,
You just have to go
"Yeah,
and binge it, like.
yeah, bro." You know, you have to do your homework. Like, just trying to fucking scab money off some people yesterday, and I don't know how well it went. I had seen one of the shows they made though, so that was good. Fuck up, you.
I've gotten a wee bit better at this. I've stopped
You've
conceding.
you've stopped
just the way to
you've
hit
stopped chowing down on balls, like, but you know,
Well, in
for
spare
now,
time, like.
for now.
Reasons why my last relationship ended.
Yeah, you stopped. Let me see. I'm trying to think of other like.
Fourth Bond.
Oh, Die Another Day, surely. No.
Is the modern one's not really bad?
I think I've
No.
only seen one Daniel Craig Bond.
Casino.
Casino Royale's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
I didn't like Quantum of Solace. I thought it was boring. It didn't lead. It didn't give me the
The punch.
punch in the dick that I wanted. Look at the. Oh, I love him, Duck. See if I'd gone in.
Great save.
A wee Duck would have been sensational. I thought Craig did all right with James Bond. Oh, mate,
for flip's sake.
who's this? Who's that? This magician that just ran through those advertising boards. Unbelievable. I don't even know who that is. Is that
I can only
Kolak? Is it?
apologise.
No, it's fine.
Cholak.
It's fine. It's fine.
I love how that's not what a Rangers audience looks like.
No.
It's just a load of women and kids going, yeah. There's no big securities there. Like,
Big security.
such a fucking Rangers fans name, like.
That's very funny.
Right. I
Um,
don't even know the controls, but I'm gonna work it out.
Neither did I, but they look
bound to be other shite movies and good franchises. Iron Man 3. Didn't like it particularly. The Mandarin.
Better than two.
Really? I liked 2. I liked all that shit with what do you call him? The wrestler. What do you call him?
Rourke.
Mickey Rourke.
Yeah.
I liked all that shit with his chains and all on the fucking F1 track or whatever. It's been a long time since I watched that one. Here it comes. Karate.
Brilliant.
Actually, I watched all the Karate Kids recently,
To do it.
and
He's not
I don't
bad.
think there is a bad one. The third one is objectively a bad film, but I love it.
The girl in the third one.
No, the next Karate Kid is
So good
Hilary
it's
Swank.
bad.
The
So bad it's good.
Yeah, like I just have a special place in my heart for it. I love it. Like
Okay.
the what do you call it? The one that has Terry Silver in it. This
like
is a
it, please,
strike.
free
You do
kicks.
it, James. Strike it.
Oh, lovely.
Oh,
That was decent.
That was weak.
I thought that was decent. Well, you're getting in his head. Maybe I was too
I know,
nice.
yeah. All you can do now, Johnny, is win the second half. You know.
I just say start breaking him. Go for red cards. Like
Look, he's taunting me with a keeper. Don't like that.
4-0 down.
I know
gonna
4-0
keep it
4-0
in
down.
the
Johnny's.
Ah, come on.
He was trying to play it from the back, and he was punished. He was punished.
It was damage,
Lads,
damage
I'm-
imitation, like.
He's picking the ball up and I'll bring it back to the centre circle.
This is like
mugging him off.
Still 0-0, lads. Still 0-0.
Who is that guy that keeps scoring?
I don't know.
Cholak
He
or
looks like a
Kolak.
dodgy
Look
Adam
at this.
Lallana.
Yeah. Adam Levine or Adam Lallana?
Adam Lallana.
Does
All
look a
right,
bit
sorry.
like Lallana.
I don't know why I thought of Adam Levine there. Do you remember? He got in the fucking shit there recently, didn't he?
He's
Already
the
did?
Queen guy, isn't he?
No, that's Adam Lambert.
Adam Lambert, okay.
Mate, your pop culture
I
is
know, it's
fucking
so bad,
you're
I know,
like
I know.
50.
I know. Who is
Um,
Adam Levine?
Adam Lambert, is he a guy?
Lambert
Fucking
Butler.
sings Radio Gaga now. No, Adam Levine is the guy from Maroon 5. It's been
Oh,
fucking
yes, okay.
texting everyone.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
Another classic rock band. Like,
Yeah.
Up there with Queen.
Lads, play more FIFA in your lives. Like, just be guys. Like, just get better at it. You know what I mean?
I mean, you're beating me 1-0.
I'm beating you though. Do you know what I mean? I'm not even really playing.
It's last goal wins, isn't it? Like,
That's it. That's how it works. Yeah.
yeah. I love how everyone just does that in 5-a-side.
Yeah.
Like,
Goal
like
winner.
32 seconds,
They're-
next goal
they're-
wins.
Oh, here,
That's it.
that's a great ball.
Oh,
Oh.
you fluffed it.
I think
Is B
I think it's
shoot
getting
or is
called
Zach
back.
shoot?
B.
B.
He must
had
have.
that.
He
That
must
had
have been. He must have been offside or something.
Or is
It was a
shite?
fucking great ball. There's bound to be. I want to come up with one more shite film in a good franchise, and then we can move on.
Any of the Harry Potters.
What about Toy Stories? Any bad Toy
Any of
Stories?
the Harry Potters.
Bad Toy Stories.
I like Toy Stories. Although if I was picking one, I'd say Toy Story 2 is my least favorite.
Yeah.
Um,
Toy Story 3 is very emotional.
It is. I think Toy Story 2, I'm not a great fan of the character of Jessie, so it's all about her as well in that one.
Yeah.
Let me see. Bad Harry Potters. I don't think there's an actual one that's bad the whole way through,
That's
is
a
there?
red, surely, no. From behind.
Oh, lads.
Lovely.
If I had a least favourite Harry Potter, it would probably be Order of the Phoenix, the fifth one. Probably be my least favourite. The one that has, what's her name? Imelda Staunton playing Umbridge. Yeah. So I fixed myself, came back to the mic flap.
Yeah.
Professional. Yeah, that would probably be my least favourite, but I don't think it's a bad movie. It's just my least favourite. I love the Half-Blood Prince. I love the first Harry Potter. Like, I love it. Like,
I think the second one's the best.
I love it the way. Have you seen that clip of that Irish guy talking about drink? And he's like,
Yeah.
I love the plep of whiskey going into a glass. Yeah. Like, I love the first Harry Potter the way he loves a fucking pint.
It's the wife
Seriously.
in that clip.
Yeah.
I mean, Michael, no, he'd be an awful strange character off the drink. though.
We just say to him, take a drink. Yeah.
Eating Mars bars and everything under the compass. It's fucking brilliant. Like.
He's baiting the fucking legs of me and the kids. Like, say, Michael, take a drink. Yeah.
Pure domestic abuse. Like,
Yeah, just fucking loves it. Like,
him a Frosty
when
Jacks.
he's not on it, it's
Just
like,
stop
fucking,
bothering me.
give us Count of cider so he doesn't fucking shag the kids.
Hand the shoulder and all.
Might need to mute that last bit. But
Don't.
that's fucking mental.
Douglas, is he dead?
I'm sure he's fucking long dead. Mate, if I can't, oh here, there's chance.
Even off
That's
the drink.
chance. Oh, who's that? McLaughlin, you big lord in nets. Keep that sheet, even though we're 6 up. I love it.
I have to get one here.
Holding on to fucking sheets, like.
Oh, behave.
Oh.
Go on.
Oh, so stinking as well.
Right, all best, lads.
I cunt was holding on the sheets like he was running the Harry Corey stockroom there, like, and now you fucking.
That was beautiful.
Oh, I hate that.
Comeback's
Shit.
on.
I hate that celebration. Do you remember when Bebeto did that? Do you remember Bebeto that played for? Isn't that his name? Bebeto played for Brazil in the '94 World Cup.
It's not the guy who made Pinocchio.
Skinned the keeper and then scored. He was Romario's strike partner in the '94 World Cup because what do you call that guy? Played for Vasco da Gama with Romario. He was injured. Why am I? I'm the only one that's talking here. I'm dropping absolute What'd you call the guy Dan that played for Vasco da Gama with Romario? I think he was injured for the '94 World Cup.
The worst celebration is for like the kids ones where they put the ball up in their top and down.
Oh yeah, he scored against United in that Edmundo. He was a fucking player. He was meant to go to the '94 World Cup and he was injured, I think. And so Bebeto went and he fucking had the time of his life. Can't win the World Cup.
Lord, no.
Yeah, he
What
skinned
the World Cup this winter. You vibing with it, or?
I mean, I'll watch it. Like, what time are the games gonna be on at though?
Decent.
Yeah.
It's decent.
It's like
Afternoon and early evening, like.
yeah, I think
Take
it's like
that, like.
10 in the morning or 11 in the morning,
I hated-
earliest, and then it goes like 6 or 5 or something. in the
I
evening.
hated those ones. Obviously, I mean, I say
early
hated
hours
it.
ones.
At a great time when Ireland was in 2002. Oh, mate.
Oh,
In 2002, when it was like games were on at like 6:30 or whatever in the morning, I hated that.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was the first one I can sort of vaguely remember. I remember
The fir-
being in like school and we had to draw flags
Yeah,
and like put them around. I just went for Japan because just done
Yeah.
a red circle and then just chilled for the rest of the
I
day.
have like vague memories of the '90 World Cup of our ones watching it, but not really knowing what was going on.
Yeah.
And then I have actual memories of the '94.
I was in Italy when they won the World Cup in 2006.
Oh, really?
It was bananas.
Amazing.
Like,
Is he
chefs and all
sending?
jumping in.
Is she sending him off? Oh, the wee red was coming out there for this stink.
It's a great tackle. At the ball.
You fucking got the ball over his ankle.
free kick or penalty?
I think a penalty.
No.
Oh,
right
no.
on the edge, right on the edge.
Not the size of that wall.
He did. They did send off Alaba on you there, like
They're
to be
all about
fair.
5'7".
Oh, son.
It's going in.
Don't even need him.
Tell you. Oh, good save.
Free kicks are a bit easier in this one compared to the last FIFA. Like, didn't like a free kicks with penalties last FIFA. Last FIFA was fucking shite, to be honest with you. Like,
Do you
It
see
actually was.
differences in them? Like?
oh yeah,
Yeah,
huge.
wasn't it?
The free kicks are, and all set pieces are different in this one, and the goalies are much better. Like, I know I've scored 6, but this would be worse for you if this was the old FIFA. Like,
Bring her out.
oh,
This is a slaughter. isn't it?
Morelos looking like he's gonna start a DJ set after
Hold
this.
on. That's meant to be Morales.
I think so. Has he bleached his hair?
don't
I mean,
know.
they've clearly not looked at him ever before they drew him there. Like, he sort of looks like Jared Leto in Fight Club there, doesn't he?
He's got a haircut like a shepherd's pie.
Please tell me as if both seen Fight Club.
Oh, God,
Please
yeah.
tell me
No.
that. Oh my god.
I'm really going to get your direction.
That's a
I haven't seen it.
cultural. That is a. Have you read it?
No, I didn't even know it was a book.
Oh. That's like a cultural
I know.
landmark. Like,
It's the sort of movie I would watch and enjoy, but I haven't.
you brought the keeper out there, and I got panicky. I mean,
that was the plan.
read to
that
death.
it? Is that it?
Would that be accurate? Have we one more question to finish this then? A good one.
Hopefully there's a second leg. I might be able to pull it back and away it goes. Like. That was a nightmare.
Dan's raking through looking for good
I was
questions.
just getting into that.
Something to do with not pop culture or
know,
movies that I
yeah.
might be able to answer.
What's your favorite movie directed by?
Yeah.
No.
What's your favorite Scorsese?
They're all movie based.
They're all. Give us one, sure.
Oh, hang on. What would your strategy be for a zombie apocalypse?
Live.
Would you not just sort of? I think I might get a bit defeatist.
Well,
Just call it a day.
just become one of them.
Yeah.
I don't want to see. My problem with becoming a zombie is that I don't want to eat people, but also I certainly don't want to be moving slowly towards one
Yeah.
and then get like shotgunned in the face. I don't want that.
It depends though what kind. Because obviously you got all the films where some of them move like ridiculously slow. If it's that, then I'm pretty sure you're fine.
I'm pretty slow though, Johnny, so I have to think about that. Like
You might turn into a zombie and actually be quicker.
I think I would go rural because they always seem to be in cities.
True.
Just go rural, like go and live on an island.
You don't get a zombie in fentanyl, like.
No, yeah, well,
Where
Well,
have you been?
not yeah. I reckon.
Just
Just,
know
did
the
you see
difference.
that World
Right.
War? I refuse to call it World War Z because it's clearly a
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
Z. But
Probably.
they move pretty fast in that.
That one.
They're crawling all over you.
That one, yeah, I would just be like, nah, no chance. But if it's like way back, was it like what was the first one? The Night of the Living Dead, was it?
Mm.
They're not like really slow.
do you ever
Yeah,
play Nazi zombies on Call of Duty?
I was never into it.
Terrifying.
I was
remember
never
playing
that
at
into
night time and you just hear something, you turn around, it's like they're
Yeah,
you shout,
I
your
was-
mom comes in and all.
I was never. I don't know. I'm not mad into the zombie stuff.
I
Like
found it very scary.
I think I like the way he absolutely banged that off the net, like even though he was already standing over the line.
Yeah,
Just making sure.
Yeah. Why is it? Sorry, 6-1, and it finishes on Benzema's celebration.
It's the best one. Of that.
Didn't enjoy that, but yeah. So I don't know. My strategy would probably. Here's my strategy for all things that are like I said, anything apocalyptic. Go to a garden center and rob it of all the organic seeds you can find, and then go rural.
Yeah.
Go rural.
I never
Like,
thought about that.
If you could,
You know what I mean?
if you could, speaking of saying about Nazi zombies, if you could add Nazis to any film, what would it be?
Harry
Monsters, Inc.
Potter.
University.
Harry Potter. It'll be like bed knobs and broomsticks. Did you ever see that? Fucking Angela. Of course you didn't. Fucking
That's an old Disney one, isn't
Angela Lansbury.
Yes, I do know
R.I.P.
that.
R.I.P. Angela. We love it.
I do know.
Murder, She Wrote. What a fucking show. Anyway. Tale as Old as Time. Mrs. Potts. Oh, sad times. She's fucking dead.
Cheers.
She was old though. I think wasn't she 96 or something? Like that's
That's good.
I mean, she was old.
That's a good run. Like
Yeah, she was old whenever we would have watched her. Like.
exactly. She was old when
She was
Beauty and the
old.
Beast came out. Like
Yeah, she was ancient.
I enjoy that when people get to a certain age. You're like, you were an old cunt 35
Yeah.
years ago. Yeah. So like, what was I on about there? Angela Lansbury, Bed Knobs and Broomsticks. It's basically she fights Nazis with magic. What is it?
That's what you're saying.
Oh,
Nazis,
sorry.
Yeah, it was Nazis.
Bed Knobs and Broomsticks. Yeah. So they bring. It's during like the Blitz. She's looking after a few kids. She's an old witch, and like the Nazis try to invade England, and she fights them off by like enchanting a load of like armor and stuff that go
Yeah.
and beat the cunt out of Nazis, and you're like,
It's plausible.
it's a fucking good. It's a fucking good time.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine this. Imagine Voldemort. I mean, my biggest issue probably with the Harry Potter story is Voldemort's meant to be this incredible, awful, dark bastard, like who's like a dark wizard. He's gonna fucking take over the world. He can't even take over a school. No,
Yeah.
that's been my issue. But I get why. That's the story. He has to get rid of Harry before he does anything, and then he doesn't.
You should have
American,
high school,
American,
like.
He can't,
I know,
yeah.
I mean, American teenagers can take over schools.
I know, yeah. Like if you. Oh man.
Oh,
Well,
dear.
yeah, but I think that's kind of where I go to with it though. Is like if you, what else could you throw in? You could throw Nazis into like a Philadelphia. Do you know what I mean? Imagine there's just like, you know, Denzel Washington is there. He's trying to fucking save Tom Hanks's career and get a bit of money. Like, fucking Nazis are just there killing people in the background. Like it's. Trying to round everyone up.
That
I
ended up being the answer to the first question, like the worst
the worst
in a
movie,
good franchise,
in a
like,
good franchise, Philadelphia,
sort of like full
the
circle here.
Nazi chapter.
Yeah.
Be good in Lord of the Rings as well, I suppose. Like,
Yeah,
those
yeah.
battle scenes. Like,
It'd be good. Yeah, just like
Yeah.
imagine a load of orcs getting milled down by an MG42. Like
Yeah.
that's everyone loves that. Like
it's like the Nazis and then the Riders of Rohan. Like,
yeah,
just absolutely obliterated.
yeah. It's like I know you. I know you've defeated an army of elves, but let's see how you do against Blitzkrieg. Like, do you know what I
The
mean?
elves would be quite Aryan, do you think?
The elves, they are a
Yeah.
wee bit. They are a
Yeah.
wee bit. They're definitely they have an air of superiority about them
Yeah,
that I don't like.
definitely.
But yeah, do you know Lord of the Rings? I don't know about Lord of the Rings compared with like I'd sooner sit through a Harry Potter. Like, really would.
Yeah.
I really would.
We went to the studio there.
What?
You don't like
I don't love fantasy, Dan. That is quite correct.
I'm the same. I'm sort of
I
like
prefer
if,
realistic things like Spider-Man.
if a dragon can just like turn up and like save the day, it's like a get out of jail free card for writing.
Yeah, oh, it is.
They're in a corner.
Yeah.
How are they going to get out of this? Have we done the
The-
such and such spell?
They
You're
call
like,
that a Deus Ex Machina, where it's just like
Aye.
the god outside the machine or something.
Yeah,
That's what it
Some
means.
thing where I
It's
used to
like-
come down at the end of the show or something.
Yeah, yeah. And it's just fucking. I hate those moments where it's just like, and then
That's
whereas I
bullshit.
like when it's been, I like when it's been teased. Do you know what I mean? So like, for instance, in Harry Potter, you know that the Dan is hating me right now. Look at him, he's just pissing himself. I like in Harry Potter, like you know, they tease you with facts about a phoenix,
yeah.
so that when it shows up to save the day later, you're like, well, this is all the shit that we already knew. So
Yeah.
even if you didn't see it coming on a second rewatch, you go, oh, fuck,
That's what like
aye,
the
that's
Easter
right.
eggs,
Do
what
you
you
know
call
what I
them?
mean?
Like, sort of like
Yeah.
little wee things.
It's just good fucking.
good writing.
It's giving me what I want, but in a way I didn't expect, but in a way that is inevitable. Anyway, writing 101 with Kieran Bartlett. Having a masterclass coming out. So yeah. Well, lads, thanks a million. If there's anything else you want to plug when you're here,
No, just
Follow your show.
just the same again.
25th of November.
25th of November,
Limelight
Limelight
2.
2. Tickets available online. And if you're thinking, I don't know if he's funny or not, there's the BBC thing.
Good.
And if you still don't think, no, he's not that funny, then don't come. But
Yeah.
Actually, I would say if you watch that, don't think you're funny, buy tickets anyway.
yeah,
I'm very
yeah.
much. I'm a cynic. You know what I mean? Just buy the
Yeah.
fucking tickets, sell the
Win you
show.
over.
Yeah, kick him. And then have you anything you want to plug?
Just our podcast, our wee podcast, YouTube and Spotify, and then pick Giffen on socials
Sweet.
and see stuff about gigs.
Good times. Well, thanks for coming in. It's been a
Thanks
lot of
for having
crack.
us
It was a pleasure.
We will we'll see you in the next one then. It's been a lot of crack. Oh, no.